Oftentimes with young ones like that, the mother's around. She might actually be looking for a guy. I'm sure that deer picked up our trail. She's on the move. She might give me a shot here in a second. Come on. I can't see her. She's gonna come this way. They might still come this way. Trail over there. No puddle that they drank out of. That close to getting that doe. So close. She actually gave me a shot for about a half a second, but it wasn't long enough for me to pull up an aim. But while we were there, I checked the trail camera. That one's not easy for me to sneak in and get, like my other one, which I was checking a couple weeks ago. Was when I checked it last. I was driving down the 2-track and I spotted big, massive tracks, huge tracks, like a moose track, but it was a whitetail. And it was walking right down the 2-track, the hard-packed, dry 2-track, and it was leaving nice, obvious tracks. I got excited. I was like, yes! Finally got the phantom coachman on camera, because he was walking right towards my camera. So I didn't think much about it, and I turned in and I checked the camera, pulled the card, and I saw that there were no tracks right in front of the camera, and I was perplexed and a little bit sad that he must have veered off track somewhere. But on my way out, I went and checked the other side of the 2-track. And lo and behold, those same big tracks were right there going down the 2-track. So then I went back out the way I came in, thinking, how did he get back on the 2-track going around my camera? And right on the other side of where my camera can actually see, his tracks were right there on the 2-track, headed down the 2-track, as if he was going to walk right in front of my camera, but his tracks disappeared. And then right on the other side of where my camera could see, his tracks reappeared. So I don't know what happened there. Lord knows what happened. I think something strange happened right there. And when I checked the camera, there wasn't anything on it but a little fawn. That was all that was on it. And it wasn't even walking the same way, so. I don't know how this deer that made that track got from one side of the camera to the other without setting the camera off, but it didn't. I think something supernatural has happened there. I don't think the Lord wants me to see this deer. He wants me to believe he's going to provide this deer that I call the phantom coachman. He wants me to believe it's there, and then I can see it. It's the same way with Jesus Christ. You see, we don't see him and then believe. We believe and then we see him. See, See, we walk by faith and not by sight. We hunt by faith and not by sight. Not the best wind. Kinda blowing like that. But sometimes these marginal winds make for the best hunt.
There's a few does.
There's like a doe and a couple of kids.
What?
Wait for her to take a step. Yeah. For a second when I pulled it up, I thought I had a bullet hole in it right where I shot it. It's hunting weather. Check out that track right there.
Amish store expired granola bar.
It ain't expired. Hopefully the deer come out to eat too.
Right. Got the pooch with them too.
As believers, are we not the body of Christ? Each a member, a part of the body of Christ? And is the work of Christ on the cross insufficient? It's complete. His life, his death, and his resurrection, they are complete work, fully satisfactory for the forgiveness of sin. So I don't fully understand those who believe the mid-trib and the post-trib rapture. Because wouldn't that be putting the body of Christ, the believers, the church, wouldn't that be putting the body of Christ back on the cross? Wouldn't that mean that God's wrath would be poured back out on the body of Christ again? Was his first work not sufficient? Was the full weight of sin not unleashed upon Christ at the cross? You see, it was. And it's another good reason to believe the pre-tribulation rapture. It's a blessing that he takes us out of here before that. Now, I know what you're thinking. We aren't worthy to go before the tribulation. We're worthy to go into all the wrath of God. We're worthy. That's true. It's true. You see, when Christ came the first time, he didn't come because we were worthy. So when he comes the second time, and when he comes to rapture the church, it's not going to be because we're worthy. It's because Christ is worthy. See, he came the first time because he is worthy. He's coming the second time because he is worthy. We've never been worthy.
The shooter does. Yeah. Isn't it a nice one?
I don't really know what I shot, but I know it was a buck, and he had a gun.
Yeah. That was unexpected.
Oh, I expected it. We've been praying for him.
Right.
We were looking over here at the right because there were does coming, and I just glanced back left, and there was a buck coming. I saw tines. I looked at his gut. It was big. And now we're gonna go see what I shot. Good gravy. Makes a nice blood trail. Nice. Look at his gut. A nice buck. He's probably only 3, but he's got a pretty good gut on him, and that's why I made the decision to shoot. Got a buck down. Well, we've got him back in the truck in the barn. We're gonna get him cleaned up and hang him. He's pretty muddy from the drag. And he's certainly not the biggest buck I've ever shot. But don't call a curse what the Lord calls a blessing. Don't call unclean what the Lord calls clean. He's certainly not a boon and dry, but he's a boon and blessing. His rack isn't that big. It looks small time, like a 2-year-old deer, but his body is more mature than that. He's at least 3, probably not much more than that. And then my goal is to shoot older deer, 5, 6, 7+ year old deer. But if I was to do it over, I'd shoot him again. See his big gut, say mature deer, and I'd pull the trigger again. Buck in the truck, it's worth 2 on the hoof. See him, you'll see. So this is a buck that I had no trail camera photos of. So I want to make it clear that I'm not against trail cam photos. I think the Lord was using a specific circumstance of the phantom coachman somehow eluding my camera to illustrate a point that we walk by faith and not by sight. But it's a lot of fun hunting by faith the same way, not knowing what you're going to get and how the Lord will bless you.